Like, comment, subscribe.
Ring the bell.
What is happening? What is happening? Long time, long time. Let's give it a minute. Was that a notification that the notifications went out? Okay, so then we'll see what happens. Melissa got notified. We'll give it a couple seconds here. What's up, Wombats? Mr. Joe Jordan JJ himself. What is happening? All these firsts. That's pretty cool, man. A lot of first place plays victims here. How you guys doing? Figured we just had some dinner. Figured we'd pop in and say howdy. If any of you guys follow us on Facebook, David H, Melissa H, husband and wife trucking across America, or on Instagram at David H6571, you would know the other day in Washington, we stopped at Popeyes and spent about $30+ in for two two-piece chicken meals. Well, today up here in the Northeast, we left the Northwest, came to the Northeast. We just got those same meals, but they had coupons, which I seen at the other place. I just didn't look at them good enough, sitting on the counter, but I seen them here. Those two same meals, less, I will be honest, those meals we got over there had two sides. This coupon gave you one side, $5. So you got the same meal, less one side. You only got one side instead of two. And instead of being $14.50 or $13.50, whatever it was $5. So we just ate for, $14 or something like that with everything we bought. Got to keep that one fed. Those coupons came on a coupon page like this, if you're wondering. All right, so anyways, we're up here in the Northwest. Let's see who came in to say hi. A lot of people came in and say hi. How you doing, little Debbie? Suede, what's up? Tries to be first. From Motown, Mr. Dan Terlecki. Right on. Joe says I was probably first because I was typing out my message instead of just typing first. Probably. What's up, Otis? Anyways, guys, as you know, we were out in the Northwest, up in Washington. We picked up at 4 pickups we had over there. 5, 6, 7, yes. And now we have 3 drops. They start tonight in Rhode Island They start in the morning in Rhode Island at 3 a.m. Then a mile up the road, we got another drop, which is at 7 a.m. And then after that, 50 miles away up in Massachusetts, to be exact, it is, where is that we're going in Massachusetts?
I have to look.
You gotta look. You don't know where we're supposed to be going? I got a wild
obviously don't
right
know where we're going either.
Chelsea, Massachusetts, to be exact. And then we got a pre-plan. We are picking up, after that we're going to go to FedEx, pick up a load and run that straight up to Chicago, outskirts of Chicago, mind you. We ain't going right into the heart of downtown. She'd quit. She'd get off the truck first. Right?
What? I was looking at stuff. I was posting my cemetery picture. Going through the middle of what? Chicago?
Yeah.
I went through the middle of Chicago. It was cool. On the freeway, though.
On the streets delivering to the middle of downtown Chicago.
No, New York, Chicago, no. Either of those. Or Los Angeles.
She's not even paying attention to me, man. That's some messed up stuff.
You
should always pay attention to me.
Yeah, I'm busy.
You're busy.
I'm busy.
You ain't busy. What's up, Mr. Simpson? Never mind, you're too far now, huh? Okay, too far. Oh, yeah, you know what? I was thinking of you because, check it out. When we left Washington, we took the 95, right? All the way across. So we went right
where he lives.
Yeah, right through the Quarter Lane area and Spokane and so on and so forth. The problem is What was it, middle of the night?
It was daylight.
Shut up, woman! I'm trying to make an excuse why we didn't say hi. God damn it, woman! Yeah, my mom lives in Spokane. If she sees this and goes, "You drove through Spokane without stopping and saying
We're on
hi,"
a tight load.
I was gonna use that one, but I figured you would say, "This load ain't tight."
Oh, no, you just blew it.
Yeah. When I'm under a load, I
Tweak.
am just too
In a hurry.
spastic to stop. It's all about go, 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 go.
Yes, I can attest to that.
What's up, Bobby? Hey, Mr. Stefan is in the house. What's happening, man? Test out my David Allen says, test out my first PSD student tomorrow. Hey, congratulations. Good luck with that. Let's get a trifecta because, as you know, trainers, they need that extra dough for that trifecta. Are you going to run them into PSD? I mean, into TNT? Little Debbie's in Alabama. Right on. Right on, right on. The South. Running the South. Running the South, looking for a husband. Right, Little Debbie? Isn't that what you're always saying? You're looking for a husband. Anybody need a wife? You're taking them all the way through. Cool. That's the way to do it, man, because now you already know his ability and you can just hop right into a PSD scheme rather than just picking up a TNT student fresh out of the, from somebody else's truck as a PSD, because then you can't trust them. You got to run. Yep. Let's see. Mr. Stefan is loading in Indianapolis, headed to Dresser, Wisconsin. Then going home, been out since 7:28. Right on. Yeah, we're going to the terminal. We will be broadcasting from, there goes a Prime truck. We will be broadcasting from Fire and Ice on the 18th. We might even go live. Actually, if we do this, we will be going live because a few of my buddies I'm getting together with on the 18th for my birthday party want to go karaokeing Friday. We're getting there on Friday night, which is the 17th. My birthday party's on the 18th. So we're talking, although I got to let Lucas know about this, but I know Lucas will be down because he loves that crap. But we're talking about going out and doing some karaoke. Now, when I say that, when I say we, I mean they. Me. Yeah, they. Me, I'll sit there with the camera going, and I'll go live and I'll let you guys watch them do some live karaoke. So, that might be something interesting to watch for. That might be something interesting to watch for. I see a bunch of people doing some karaoke, a bunch of truck drivers doing karaoke.
Nothing better than truck drivers doing karaoke.
So, message retracted, huh, Kingsley? Big shots would also be fun. Big shots? You mean like shots of whiskey? Shots? That's a given. But I'm sure they're gonna all wuss out on me because karaoke and all. But
hey, I'm up for that.
Hey, Mrs. Pamela's in the house. Everybody close your eyes and buckle your freaking... No, that wouldn't be right today. No, well, I got to come up better saying than that. Everybody watch out because she knows what I'm talking about. She's spicy. I was going to say buckle your pants, but that was... Yeah. Oh, shit. Swade says, just stopped in to say hi, everyone. I'm cleaning house. Take care. You're cleaning house. You don't need to clean house. Sit your ass down and just relax for a little bit. Let us, just relax. You don't need to clean no damn house. It's 150 degrees out over there. Now, that golf place across from the Walmart on Kearney. Oh, you mean golf? What the hell would somebody want to go freaking golf for? Melissa, you want to go to the golf thing? And shoot balls across the thing? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, man. Oh, you're going to be around on the 17th or 18th, little Debbie? Let me know, man. Let me know. Hit me up. Send me a text. Let me know if you're going to make it to Fire and Ice. I'll add you to the table. Or to the karaoke. I'll laugh at you just as hard as I laugh at them. 42 and spicy. Yep. Friend of none, huh? You fell 3 times. You have to wait 6 months to do CDL test again, or just for prime? Oh, I think prime. I don't know on that. I didn't know there was anything. I mean, if you fell so many times, yeah, guys, the company's going to be like, yeah, we don't really want you driving. But I don't know if that's a prime thing or a CDL thing. I've never heard of that. I mean, I have heard where people just couldn't pass, so they, hey, man, trucking just isn't for you, or driving a truck just isn't for you. Because there is going to be some point where they're like, because here's the thing. If you go through training and you fail, and because at some point they're going to take you back out training, either with another guy, a pad guy or something, and if you can't get it after so many tries, trucking might just not be for you. Because to be honest, they make that test so freaking easy that you shouldn't have a problem passing it within a couple of tries, if not the first try. Because it's not even, and I don't want to make anybody upset or anything, but that pad test is designed to where you don't even have to have skill to pass it. In a sense, I mean, you have to be able to do certain things, but they have it set up to where if you can follow marks on the ground and marks on the truck, you can pass it. I mean, there's at one point, once you set up, you don't even need to look where the truck's going. You can just follow the marks on the what the hell do they call them? I can't think of the marks on the landing gear and whatnot.
Yeah, what are they called?
Oh my God, the reference points. If you follow the reference points, the truck's going to go in there regardless, as long as you set up at the reference points. Otherwise, you got to watch and adjust a little bit. But I wouldn't worry too much about failing out and not being able to do it. That's where a lot of people end up getting their CDL, and then after 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year, they quit because they realize, hey, I might have been able to do this on the pad. I got my CDL. My trainer helped me park and whatnot. But in the real world, now that I'm by myself, this sucks. I cannot drive this truck properly. I can't back up. I'm having problems doing that, and that's where, some people end up quitting. But you should be able to pass it because it's pretty much set up so you can pass it. Ian's going to come crash your party. Right on. No, seriously, if you're going to be in town and you're going to come, let me know, because I'll add another person to the table, because at some point they're going to want to, when we go in there, they're going to want to know how many people's there, and I don't want to say, oh yeah, 4 people, and then 15 people show up and they'll be like, well, there ain't no chairs left. Oh, your birthday's the 16th, huh? Right on. Happy birthday. Sweet. Well, freaking 2 for 1. But are you seriously going to be there, little Debbie? That'd be awesome. We're going to get some little Debbie drunk. My test is on Wednesday, Dave. I'm not too sure of myself as far as the back maneuvers, but hey, Kingsley, just like I was saying, man, you just got to line up those marks, and the truck's going to do the rest with little corrections. But here's the thing. Number one, here's the thing. Forget you're not too sure. You're sure. You can do it. It's not that difficult. I mean, it's difficult. Don't get me wrong. It's difficult. But the way they have that test set up, if they... Now, my trainer, he didn't train by reference points, which is fine in a sense. Hey, back this truck. If you can do it, then you're going to pass that way. If you can't, let's use the reference points till you learn how to do it. But those reference points, man, if you follow them and you hit them, it's going to put the truck where it needs to be.
I did it. So I can do it.
Yeah, you did it. How many tries did it take you? 9, 10? What?
1. You mean on the test?
Yeah.
2 times.
2 times. Took her 2 times. Felt
But
like
the
20.
second time I had zero.
Now, having said that, yeah, second time she had 0. The first time, totally, I'm not going to say totally my fault, my fart,
Partly your fault.
but totally my fault. Yeah, it was a little bit my fault, but here's the thing. She should have been able to correct and back the truck without needing reference points. I'm just saying that to you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but anyways, what had happened with her is the offset back when she was practicing. And George over there told me this. He goes, David, make sure if she's nailing the marks, make sure you screw her up on purpose so she can fix it. Oh, yeah. Whatever, George. Like you know anything. Of course you know stuff. That's why he's the pad guy. So she's nailing it. And I didn't even think about it. It's like, hey, Melissa, this is what you want to do. She does it. She's nailing it. Come test day, she goes to back in. The truck doesn't set up as good as she's in practice. So now she's got to go, oh, okay, crap. Well, I better use the actual reference points, he said. And I never told, when I would tell her, hey, you need to line up the back of this to that cone back there, I never specified where at the cone. You know, it was like, hey, you want to make sure you're pointed at that cone. I never specified it needs to be pointed between this cone and this cone, not right on the cone. So when she made a boo-boo on the pad and she tried doing what I told her, make sure you're lined up with that, it put the truck too far over to where she timed out trying to get the truck maneuvered over to keep it off that line. So when she failed that and they came in and told me what happened, as a matter of fact, the examiner took me into the back room where they beat the trainers for screwing up the test for the students. And he took me in there and he said, hey, man, here's what happened. Because he knew right off the bat what happened, because obviously when she failed, he jumped in the truck and did a thing. She said, well, I was doing this. And he told me she was looking for this reference point, which was not the right reference point. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's not the reference point. I don't know why. And then it dawned on me, holy crap, you know what? She never, ever screwed up on that test. So I didn't know she was pointing at the wrong reference point. She just always got it in. So after that, we actually, on the pad, she would, if she was getting it right, hey, pull the truck out of there, get it wrong, and fix it. So that's one of the things you want to do, guys. If you're on that pad and you're nailing it during practice, screw it up, pull the truck off, get it off your reference points or off your marks, and now put it into where you have to fix it. Because when you're out there testing and you do something wrong because you're nervous, you want to be able to fix it. And we practiced the whole next day about that. And thank God, because when you went back onto the pad, you had to fix it, right?
Yeah.
You didn't get it in there. When you were getting it in there, she missed her mark.
Yeah.
And she did what I taught her. If all else fails and you don't know what to do because you're in there and you can't figure out how to fix it, pull directly across the pad all the way to the other side.
That's what I did.
And that's what she did. She was doing a right offset. She pulled all the way to that left corner. So now the truck was at a 45 back towards the offset. And now she had all that maneuvering to re-straighten the truck and get it back in that hole, which she did. Boom, 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 shaloom, passed. Now she scares the hell out of me while she drives down the road.
I do not.
Okay, so yeah, no, man, you got it, Kingsley. Shit, it's gonna be a no-brainer. Boom, 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 got it. Just don't screw up the in-cab air brake test. Practice that. Make sure you're getting 100% on that bad boy. 10 Count says Fire and Ice was closed last night because lack of staff. Ugh. I'm so sick of hearing that. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, if they're closed, we'll move the party to Applebee's.
Who's closed?
Fire and Ice was closed last night due to lack of staff. So we'll move the thing to party Applebee's. If they're closed or acting up, we'll freaking Uber on over to Centerfold. They got good steaks.
Are they open or are they short too?
I don't know. They're short freaking strippers. It's a CDL. Okay, so it's a CDL guideline. So there is some point where you're done. But you shouldn't be taking your test if you don't think you can pass it. You need to go, hey, I can pass this thing. That way you don't get into a situation where you're being told, sorry. Now, if I said easy back, I mean if you follow those reference points, it's going to be easier than not. Let's say that. If you're trying to do your backing maneuver and you're gonna, you've only been driving a truck for a week or two and you're gonna just blindly back it in there, it's gonna be a lot harder than if you follow those reference points. The reference points make it easier. I shouldn't say easy, easier, because you got to remember you're still a new driver, and just being in the truck can be scary and screw you up. Stephen says, yeah, I feel if you want something bad enough, you will get it. And if you can't pass the prime test, you don't want it bad enough. That's a good way of putting it. RN says, and those reference points are why drivers fail. Okay, RN. Out of sight, out of mind. The pad was easy. Real life, not so easy, especially when you're doing it alone. I flopped, and I don't miss being OTR. Okay, and that's what I was saying. I was saying that you'll pass doing the pad thing, and then you'll get out on your own, and that's where a lot of drivers are like, well, you know what? I have no one here to help me. I'm on my own. I can't back worth a shit. And they end up getting in trouble and just say, forget it. All those pad reference points are there to do is to get you your CDL. You really need to, while you're out there with your trainer, you need to know how to back before you go on your own. One of the things I hear is, yeah, I can't back. My trainer never lets me back, but I guess I'll figure it out once I go on my own.
A lot of people have.
You know what you're going to figure out when you go on your own is you hate this crap, because you got lines of trucks around the truck stops honking at you, getting on the CB, telling you to get the hell out of the way because it's taking you 2-3 hours to get into a spot. So your best thing to do, and don't be rushed, never be rushed, but your best thing to do is learn how to back before you're done training. But those reference points will get you your CDL. RN says they'll I don't know what he meant by they'll make you fail, but maybe what he means is they'll make you fail because you're relying on those reference points. They're not designed for real world driving at all. Don't get me wrong. They're not. They're only designed for you to pass. And I myself have played with those reference points. Obviously, if you can't do it yourself, you can't teach it. So I've used those reference points, and I swear I could poke an eye, make it water, and put hot sauce in the other eye, and still be able to back the truck with the reference points, because they are. Now, some people, if they're not getting the reference points, it's because they're not setting up right. One of the things you got to be able to do for those reference points to work super easy is to be able to set up, which means you got to be able to drive straight, park on the lines where it tells you to start and whatnot, and those reference points are make it super easier to do than just winging it. You need to get a physical. Okay, cool. Libras are the best? Is that what you're trying to say? You must be a Libra, huh? Because I ain't no damn Libra. What's up, Harry? It's funny you say that, because I thought about that earlier. I was like, holy crap, I don't think I went live when we were shut down in the Northwest. We've been just trucking, and when we get on some of these tighter loads, man, it's all about drive and sleep. I don't deliver till 3 a.m., so I got a little bit of time. I've been sleeping all day. I just got up, and this is really bugging the crap out of me. I just got up, and we just ate. I figured I'd say, hey, what happened? What happened with me? The parallel parking, lining the cones. Yeah, that's what got her, the parallel. I thought it was the offset, but I just thought about that it was the parallel. Yeah, remember, you got to get out and look. And if you're having troubles with it, you can practice. Remember, you don't. If your pad time's up, no one goes on that pad late at night. I mean, they do, but not a lot of people. There's always whenever we did it, I would reserve pad time, and I would go there early, and there's always a spot open. Practice, practice, practice. That's all you got to do. Practice, practice, practice. If I can do it, you can do it. I mean, just do it. You know, just practice those marks, and figure out the way the truck's moving and what you got to do to correct it. You'll get to a point where, like, okay, now I know. And that's one of the things, is make sure your trainer's with you, to make sure that they're explaining, like, if you're having a problem with the maneuver and it's not setting up right, or you missed your mark, have them tell you, well, I missed my mark, I'm not sure what I should do to fix it. How do you correct something like this? And, you know, get some pointers there. Some trainers are going to just say, just do it, you know, but they should be able to, hey, in this situation, watch this, turn, you know, so on and so forth. Or like I told Melissa, when all else fails, if you're stuck and you're going to fail anyways, pull that bitch out of that hole, take it all the way to the other side of the pad, because now you've got all that room to back up and reset the truck where you need to go. Now, in that case, you're going to need to kind of know how to maneuver the truck, because you might not be lining up to any of your marks anymore, unless you pull out in such a way where you can still see your marks. But worst case scenario, man, if you're going to fail out anyways, you don't know what to get that truck the hell as far away from the area you need to be, and then you got that whole chance going back in. But yeah, it's like your last ditch effort, depending on what's wrong with your setup. Yeah, the parallels can get you, man. I think the offset is BS. Unused, unneeded skill. Oh my God. Do you drive truck, RN? I'm just curious, because
I've done offsets at truck stops.
At truck stops you use them. At shippers and receivers you use them.
Yeah.
Anytime you're backing up a truck, you might need to use an offset. Let me explain what an offset is. I'll do it real rude, like, I guess, or quickly. You got your hole you're trying to back into here, right? Your truck is sitting over here. You need to move it over and back it in, so you're offsetting the truck. You know, let's say I'm in this parking spot right here, and I want to go to that next one. I can pull straight out and then offset over and come back in. Now let's say, well, why don't you just pull up and over? Well, there's a truck there, but this parking spot in front of me is completely empty. So I can go straight out and move the truck over. Offsets are great for doing that, especially if you maneuvered, you turned, you went to do a straight line back, and you missed your mark. Hey, where's my parking spot? Oh shit, it's over. It's one lane over. I turned wrong. Parallel parking. I mean, it's like, who the hell's going to parallel a semi? I parallel all the time when I go to what are they? Rest areas. Rest areas, a lot of times where the trucks just park against the curb. There'll be a truck missing. You have to parallel the truck in there to park. You know, there's nothing that's unused and nothing that's an unneeded skill when it comes to driving a truck. I'm going to disagree with you there, RN. Jason says, hello, David, from my house, back to work Wednesday, headed to Goodyear, Arizona Wednesday. Right on, Jason. Right on, man. Lazy ass sitting at home. What the hell? Stefan says, David, you're anti-vac, right? Meaning anti-vaccine. Do I look like I'm anti-anything? I heard Oasis is relocating. Relocating to where? They're going to pick the building up and take off? All I know is I got a room rented at the Oasis for when I come into town, so they better not relocate before I'm there. What's up, Hog Rider? How you doing, man? Hog Rider, our resident bad boy. OJ was a terrible trainer? OJ who? Pulling up and lingering up on the lines. My trainer has been guiding me, but I've never pulled up on my own. Little tricky. Okay. Just relax, man. Just relax. You got it. Just, Practice, practice, practice. You want to, like I said, make damn sure by the time you're done in TNT that you can back that truck up. If you're struggling backing, kick your trainer in the ass while you're in TNT and say, sir, I need to back every freaking back until I get it. Don't tell me, oh, you know what, it's busy, let me do it for you, or so on and so forth. Make sure you're backing. Melissa pisses me off sometimes. We'll go into these places where it's so busy and jacked up and we're running out of time and I just want to get it done. And she's like, nope, I'm doing it. It's like, okay, it's all you. But that's what you want to do, man. You want to make sure you're doing it so you learn it. Aaron says, I know my biggest issue with backing is oversteering. I find it easier to fix if I understeer than if I oversteer.
That was my big problem in the beginning.
Still.
Not so bad now. Yeah, it was pretty impressive when I offset to back into. Oh no, I did yesterday at the TA in Fort Wayne because I pulled up to the right too much. So I had to offset back.
There you go. She had to offset yesterday. You know, it's funny because when I did my pre-trip, I didn't see any paint on the back of the trailer.
I didn't hit anybody. I went between two trucks.
That's what I mean. I didn't see any paint on both sides of the trailer.
Oh, thanks, Hog Rider. We are proud of you, Melissa, he says.
Oh, yeah, we are proud of her. Great, Hog Rider. You can make me look like an asshole. Thank you.
How many times have I've been going to a lot of truck stops to do my 30 nowadays, and not in the fuel island.
Yeah, and because I've always patted her, don't do a pull through. But she always says, Prime says, if you don't have to back, your best thing is to not back. Yeah, once you know how to back. When you don't know how to back and you're learning to back, don't do a pull through. Find a spot and back it in. Because then
Hog Rider, yeah, we were in Gary, Indiana. Oh, was I not supposed to say that either?
No, we're
Where's he?
She was in Gary, Indiana. I was sleeping.
He was sleeping.
She just stopped and did a 30-minute break there, which technically she wasn't even supposed to do that, but she did.
Yeah.
Because she already did a 30. So she did 2 30s.
I had to go potty.
Yeah, it took you 30 minutes to go potty. My God, man. You quit
See
eating
where
whatever
we
you're eating.
parked? Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, okay, you drive intermodal. Okay. Intermodal, wait a minute. Isn't that like almost being like a flatbedder? You just pull through all the time? 10 count says, last ditch effort, emergency procedure, blow out the back of the box, take cones with you, and then pull straight forward, done. That actually can work if you don't have any points. I don't recommend it. One of the things that I hear trainers tell guys all the time is when you're doing your 90 or your alley dock, you have to line the DOT bumper in a box about, I don't know, 2 feet wide, and you have to have it somewhere in there. And one of the things I'd hear, okay, if you're not sure you're in there and you're out of get out and looks, just blow through slowly, and as soon as he blows his whistle, pull up 6 inches. Now you know you're back in that box. And I was like, I walked over to a guy because Melissa was doing her maneuvers, and I'm watching this other trainer, and they're struggling on getting that bumper parked in that box. And so I walked over and I started chit-chatting with the trainer because I didn't want to come off as an asshole, okay? So I'm like, yeah, what's going on? How you doing? Da-da-da. Yeah, I'm, got my wife over here doing her thing, and da-da-da. Yeah, you got a student? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, so I see, da-da-da. Yeah, and so I told him, I go, well, a little tip, and I acted like I'm, a little tip I was given the other day because I was having the same problem. No, I listened during the training class and knew it. But anyways, when you're backing in, simply your door clicker thingy, think, 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 that goes up and down. When you're backing in, one of the yellow lines for the offset, whatever it is, lines up perfectly with that door clicker. So if you back in, you look at that passenger door and you line that line up with that, your DOT bumper's in the right spot. The guy was freaking amazed. He couldn't believe it, as that's where they would struggle the most, is getting that thing lined up. So having said that, let me say this. Reference points will get you past, whether it's going to help you in the real world? No, not really, because in the real world, you don't want to hit cones, lines, or anything. But to get that CDL, man, reference points. But yeah, that last ditch, you're right. Blow out the back. The problem is if you blow out sideways, you still might not be able to pull it depending on what maneuver you're doing. Blowing out the back only usually works when you're in the lines and you just need to move back far enough, maybe to bring the, maybe you're parallel parking and you're all the way back, but the front of the cab's still out. So you blow out the line. And when you do a blowout, guys, don't do it slowly. Don't do it slowly. No, you blow out 5 feet and then stop, because he's going to blow that whistle and you just make it, I forgot to stop. Because if you just touch it and he blows up when you stop, you might not have